Hello, this is Gayatri Samrajam from the section CSO. Now I'm going to speak a few minutes about lists. What is a list? A list is a sequence of values called items or elements. These items or elements can be of any data type, maybe int, float, char, any type. The list is the most versatile data type available in Python, which can be written as a list of comma separated values between the square brackets. These lists are mutable. Mutable means that if we change the value or alter the value of the element, we can change in a list. That means mutable. Mutable means the elements can be changed. How to create a list? A list is created by placing all the items inside a square bracket with the help of a square bracket, and the values or items or the elements are separated by commas in a square brackets. It creates a list. It can have any number of items and they may be of any different data types like integer, float, string, etc. Here my underscore list equals to square brackets. This creates an empty list. We can also create a list by placing the values. Here if you observe, my underscore list equals to 1, 2, 3 of mixed data. This is a list with mixed data types integer, string and float. 1, hello 3.4. This is a nested list. A list within a list is known as a nested list. This is a string welcome, and this my underscore list contains another list which contains the elements 8, 4, 6. We can also create the list using list constructor. My underscore list equals to list constructor. This creates an empty list. This creates list of within the square brackets 1, 2, 3. This creates a list of integers. The method 1, without using the constructor we can create a list, and with using the constructor, using the list constructor also we can create list. If we need to create an empty list, we just simply write the list name equals to the empty square brackets. Here my list equals to empty square brackets. This creates an empty list. Print of my list. After writing this statement, we get the empty list as I created an empty list. Now I have taken the list 1, 2, 3, 4 containing the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Print of list. This gives the list with the elements 1, 2, 3, 4. L equals to welcome 1, 2.0 A. This is a list with mixed data types. Whenever I type this statement print of L, it gives the result as welcome 1, 2.0 A. This is a list of mixed data type. My list equals to welcome 846. This is a nested list, a list within a list. Print of my list gives welcome 846. We can also create a list dynamically by creating an empty list and asking the number of elements to be entered in the list and entering the elements into the list. Int of input of enter the number of elements. It asks to enter the number of elements. I have given 5. It asks, we use a for loop to create a list dynamically for I in range of n. If I say 5 elements, here for I in range of 5, so it stores 5 elements. Here I am asking to enter the elements. It asks to enter the elements. After 5 elements, it gives the print of L1. It gives the list. L1 dot append of x. Whatever the element value that I entered is appended to the list L1. Later it prints the list L1. It contains the value 76, 88, 90, 22, 45. Accessing elements from a list. How to access the elements from a list? It can be accessed in the several ways. We can use the index operator to access an item in a list. The index starts from 0. So a list having 5 elements will have the index from 0 to 4. If we observe in this slide, for example, list equals to, it contains PROBE. Print a list of 2. This indicates the index position. List of 2. As I said earlier, index starts from 0 to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the second position, it has O. So the output will be O. We can, in list, there is a positive indexing and negative indexing too. Negative indexing starts from -1. If we put -1, it gives the last element. Here we are going to print -2 in the position -2. That means last to the second element after E, last element B. So the output will be P. With positive index accessing elements, let us observe here marks is equals to 90, 80, 50, 70, 60. Marks of 0. At the 0th position, what is the element placed? That will be given as output 90. In a nested list, in order to access the element in a nested list, my list equals to welcome, it's a string and it contains another list containing 846. By the statement print of marks of 1, 0, it gives the output 8. This first one indicates, the main list index. This is 0th element and this is first element. And this 0 indicates in this first element the 0th element position. So the output is 8. With the negative index accessing, the Python allows negative indexes for the sequencing. The index of -1 refers to the last item, -2 to the second last item, and so on. My list equals to PROBE. It contains chars PROBE strings. Print of my underscore list of -1. This gives the last element output as E, and -5, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. It gives the output P. I have demonstrated. List probe 0 gives the value at index position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am printing those all the index position values. With the negative indexing also, I have printed -1, -2, -3, -4. I have printed those elements present in at those the index positions -1, -2, -3, -4. If you observe in this list 10, 20, 30, 50, at -1 position it gives 50, at -2 30, -3 20, and -4 10. In this list prop, it gives if it is 0, it gives P, 1 R, 2 O, 3 B, and 4 E. These are the outputs. PROBE 50, 30, 20, 10. Operators. There are some operations performed on list: slicing, concatenation, repetition, membership, and identity. Slicing operator. This slicing operator start, end, and it also has stop. Start, stop, step. It slices for a sublist and it returns a new list. If we observe here, list of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 60. List of 0 to 3. List of 0 to 3. From starting index position 0, it includes this position, index position, and it excludes the end position. That means it gives a sublist containing the 0, 1, 2 position value elements. So the output will be 10, 20, 30. The value at the index position 3 is excluded. We can also perform slicing operator on the negative indexing also. List of -4 is to -1. -4th position is -1, -2, -3, -4. From 52 to -1 means 50, 70, 80. We get the output as 50, 70, 80. There is a step value, means 1 is to 6 is to 2. From starting the index 1 to the index 6, it takes a step of 2. That means the output will be index 1 20, next it will be 40, next 70, as a sixth index position is excluded. Concatenation is used to add or combine two lists into a single list. A list containing 10, 20, 30, other list containing 5, 15, 25, 30. If I print this, if I type list plus list in a shell mode, it gives the output 10, 20, 30, 5, 15, 25, 30. It simply adds the two lists and combines this list and returns a single list. Name Hari, Vani, Mani and start letter HVM. Name plus start underscore letter. I am combining these two lists. It gives the combined list. Repetition. Repetition, forming new lists with the repeating sequence using the multiplication operator asterisk. Using the asterisk operator, we can get a repeating sequence. List 2, 3, 5. List into 2. So the elements 2, 3, 5 gets 2 times. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5. Membership operator in. It returns true if the value is present in the list, otherwise it returns false. 10, 20, 30. This list contains 10, 20, 30, 40. 10 in list. Yes, the element 10 is present in the list, so it returns true. 25 in list. There is no element 25 in the list, so it gives false. Identity operator is. Is operator is used for comparing if the objects are in the same location while returning true or false values as a result. L1 10, 20, 30, 40. L2 10, 20, 30, 40. L1 is L2. It gives false because the elements are same in both lists but the locations are different. I have demonstrated everything here. You can observe L equals to 10, 20, 30, 40 list. I combined concatenated list using slicing operator. I have print everything. Functions. List functions. There are 4 functions. Len of list is used to find the length of the list. Max of list is used to find the max value. It gives the max value. Min of list, it returns the item from the list with minimum value. And sum of list, thus it gives the sum of all elements of a list. If we observe marks 12, 3, 1, 5, 6, number of elements in the list, it gives the length of marks. If we find the length of marks, it gives the length of the list. The maximum largest element in the list, the largest element in the list is 12. We can directly find with this function max of marks. To find the smallest element, min of marks. To find the sum of all elements in the list, sum of marks. You can observe length of the list is here 12, 3, 1, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 elements, so the length of the list is 4. Largest element in the list is max of marks. The largest element is 12. It gives 12. Min of marks means the smallest element, that is 1. It gives 1. The sum of all elements in the list, sum of marks, it gives 12 plus 8, 20, 24. The sum is 24. Another, there is a list, names list, Shantam, Anjali, Kushbu and Nithin. Length of the list is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the largest element is Shantam and the smallest element is Anjali. List methods. List methods. There are some methods. Append, extend, insert, remove, pop, clear, index, count, sort, reverse, copy. Append method is used to add an element at the end of the list. Extend is used to add all elements of the list to the another list. Insert, to insert an item at the defined index. Remove is used to remove item from the list. Pop removes and returns the element at the given index. It removes and returns the element that which is removed. Clear removes all items from the list. Index, it gives the index position. Count, it counts the number of occurrences of items. Sort, it either sorts in ascending order or descending order. Reverse, it reverses the given list. Copy, it returns a shallow copy of the list. Append method, it adds a single item to the existing list. The append method only modifies the original list. It doesn't return any value. The append method takes a single item and adds it to the end of the list. The item can be numbers, strings, another list, dictionary or tuples also. Syntax used to append method is list.append of item. List1 equals to hi, hello. I am printing the old list. Before appending, the old list is hi, hello. I am appending welcome, element welcome. The updated list is hi, hello, welcome. List dot append of element. It is used to add an element to a list. To add an element to a list, we use the append method. We can also append a list to a list. I am appending here list 2. I said it has an element Gayatri. List 1 dot append of list 2. It appends the list to the list 1. So hi, hello, Gayatri. Insert method. The insert method inserts the element to the list at the given index. Insert of index comma element. What the element should be inserted and at which position it should be inserted. This is the syntax. List dot insert of index comma element. Index is the position where elements need to be inserted and element which need to be inserted. Also we need to specify. The insert method only inserts the element to the list. It doesn't return any value. Here I have created a list prime numbers. Prime numbers dot insert of 4, 11. First one indicates the position, index position. Next the element value. At the position 4, we are going to insert 11. So after I print prime underscore numbers, we can expect the output as 2, 3, 5, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3. At fourth position we get 11. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. We can also insert a tuple to a list as an element. This is a mixed list containing a tuple and a list. We are taking a number tuple 3, 4. I am inserting at the index position 1. We can expect an output 1, 2, 3, 4 tuple 5, 6, 7 of set. Extend method. The extend method adds all the items of the list at the end. The syntax of this extend method is list dot extend of list 2. The which list need to be extended or added at the end. We need to specify in this parenthesis. We can also extend a tuple to a list. I have created a list. Printing the list before the extend method, I have created another list numbers 1, 4. Now I am going to extend this list to the prime numbers. Numbers dot extend of prime numbers. We get 1, 4, 2, 3, 5. Sorry. To the numbers list, I am going to extend prime numbers. That means this 2, 3, 5 are added at the last of the numbers list. So we get the output 1, 4, 2, 3, 5. Languages French. I am appending a tuple and a set. Extending a tuple and extending a set to the languages list. Languages underscore tuple Spanish, Portuguese, and I have taken a set. Chinese, Japanese, it includes element values Chinese, Japanese. Languages dot extend of languages underscore tuple. If I print languages, then I get French, Spanish, Portuguese as I extended tuple to the languages list. Now I am extending a set to a language. Then the languages list become French, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Chinese. Pop method. The pop method takes a single argument index and removes the element present at index from the list. If the index passed to the pop method is not in the range, it throws an index error, out of range exception. The parameter passed to the pop method is optional. If no parameter is passed, the default index -1 is passed as an argument. If we don't mention the index, by default it removes the last element of the list. The pop method removes and returns the element at the given index and updates the list. The syntax is list.pop of index. Example: I have took a list languages Python, Java, C++, French, C. Remove and return the fourth item. After writing this statement, it removes and returns the fourth item. Languages dot pop of 3 at index 3 position 0, 1, 2, 3. It just simply removes the French and return value gives the French, as the pop method returns the value which is removed. Without an index, if we use the pop method without an index, by default it removes the last element. With the negative indexing also, we can use the pop method, pop of -1, pop of -3. When -1 is passed, it removes the ruby in this list. When -3 is passed, it removes the Python in this list. Remove method. The remove method searches for the given element in the list and removes the first matching element. This takes a single element as an argument and removes it from the list. If the element passed to the remove method doesn't exist, value error exception is thrown. Syntax is list.remove of element. An example program: animals list contains cat, dog, rabbit, guinea pig. I am going to remove the rabbit. That means animals dot remove of rabbit. The element which need to be removed is specified in this parenthesis. It removes the rabbit and it gives a list which doesn't contains the element rabbit. Remove method on a list which has the duplicate elements. That means having two elements. If I write animals 1 dot remove of dog, it removes a single first one. It compares with every element in the list, and here if it compares cat dog not equal dog it's equal, this removes and returns the list. Count method. This counts how many times an element has occurred in a list and returns it. The count method returns the number of occurrences of an element in a list. List.count of element. Numbers list 2, 3, 5 to 11 to 7. I am finding the count of 2. In order to know the count of 2, the list name dot count of which element you need to find the occurrence. You need to just simply write in parenthesis. It gives the count. The number of occurrences of 2 is 1, 2, 3. It gives an output 3. In a random list, it has two tuples, a single list. The count element of A, B. This A, B present in this random list 2 times, it gives the occurrence 2. And the set 3, 4 occurrence is 1 time, it gives the output 1. Index method. Index method search and find given element in the list and returns its position. The index in Python starts from 0, not 1. The index method returns the index of the element in the list. The index method takes a single argument. Element that is to be searched is placed in the parenthesis. List.index of element. There is a list vowels A, E, I, O, I, U. Index equals to vowels dot index of E. If we just take E, the element E is present at the first index position, so the value is 1. Here the element I is present in 0, 1, 2. It returns 2. In this list A, E, I, O, G, L, I, U alphabets dot index of E. Here it gives the index 1, I, 4. Here we are searching at the index 4. I is present at the index 4, 0, 1, 2, index 4. It returns 6. After the fourth index it is searched I, so it gives the 6. This is the element, and after the position which it needs to be searched is 4, so it returns 6, not 2. I between third and fifth index is searched. Between third and fifth index I is not present, it gives an error. This is the element, this is the third index and fifth index. In between we are searching for I. There is no I in the list we created, so it gives a value error as I is not in list. With the index option, by just simply giving the element present in the list, we can find the index value. We can also search at a particular position after if that element is present or not. We can also find the element index position between two index positions also. Sort method. This sorts the element of a given list. It sorts the element of the given list in a specific order, either ascending or descending. The syntax used for sort method is list.sort. This is I am going to sort a given list prime numbers. It contains the elements 11, 3, 7, 5, 2. These are in random. By just using the sort method, it gives the output 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. By default, it returns in ascending order 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. In order to sort the list in the descending order, we need to use this sentence. Vowel sorts of reverse equals to true. After this statement, if we print the vowels, we get in a descending order U, O, I, E, A. Vowel sort of reverse equals to true. To print a list, sorted list in descending order. To sort the list in descending order, we need to use the list name dot sort of reverse equals to true. It gives the list sorted in descending order. Reverse method. The reverse method reverses the element of the given list. This function doesn't return any value. It only reverses the elements and updates the list. List.reverse is the syntax used to reverse a list. Here is a list: systems, Windows, Mac OS, Linux. Systems.reverse. It returns a list: Linux, Mac OS, Windows. See, updated list: Linux, Mac OS, Windows. With the help of the slicing operator also, we can reverse a list. Reversed list is equals to systems of : -1. Start, stop and step. This is the start, stop. I have not mentioned start and stop. This is the step value. I have mentioned -1. It also reverses the list. We can reverse the list by using the reverse method and also by the slicing. Also we can reverse a list. Copy or aliasing methods. The copy method returns a shallow copy of the list. Old list equals to 1, 2, 3. New list equals to old list. There is a problem by using the equals to operator to copy a list. If I modify in a new list, the old list also changes. So, in order to overcome this, we use .copy. We can use copy method. This is known as shallow copy or cloning methods. We need the original list unchanged. When the new list is modified, you can use the copy method. This is called shallow copy. The copy method doesn't check any parameters. It returns a list and doesn't modify the original list. If we use equals to, if I change the new list, then the old list is also changed. In order to see no changes in the original list, we need to use the copy method. New list equals to list.copy. My list cat 6.7. New list equals to my list.copy. We are using the copy method. It gives it contains new list cat 6.7. Copied list is cat 6.7. Using equals to, it gives new list and old list is same. Now I am appending an element A to the new list. then the whole list also changes. If you observe, the whole list also changes. We can also copy the list using the slicing syntax, list slice operator, and appending old list and new list we get. These are the outputs. Comprehension list. List comprehensions offers a shorter syntax when you want to create a new list based on the values of an existing list. For example, if a list contains a list of fruits, you want a new list containing only the fruits with a letter A in the name. Without list comprehension, we need to write a first statement with a conditional test inside like fruits apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. Without comprehension list, we need to use a for loop to find the items or the elements containing A in them. For X in fruits, for X means it checks the every element. If A in X, if A is present in these elements, then we are going to append those elements to the new list and printing the new list. Without doing all this with a shorter syntax, the comprehension lists are used. You can do all this with a single line of code. With a single line of code, apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. New list equals to X for X in fruits if A in X. If A in X, it goes into the new list. Print of new list, it gives apple, banana, mango. Thank you.